And welcome back to the program. We're back on with Mary Carol Cooney and Rick Barron from the Fulton County Board of Registration and Elections. Thank you guys for joining us together this time. Tell me, are there some key races this time around in the primaries that you think will garner some big time attention and people out to the polls?
I think that this May is going to have some races with more interest than we've seen in years. For example, the Board of Commissioners of Fulton County, every single seat is up for election. We have 2 races in which incumbents will be running against each other. We have at least one other race that I know of where there will be no incumbent but 5 candidates running for it. Now that's on the local level. The Republican primary for the U.S. Senate appears to have at least 5 candidates, and the Democratic primary for the U.S. Senate is contested. All of those, I think, are going to engender more interest than is usually the case.
That's great, and with more interest means more people out to the polls. So you guys are preparing for that, and this is an opportunity for you guys to show that you can run a smooth election. And so tell me again some of the first steps you guys will take to make this happen.
Well, one of the things we're going to do for to manage election day is we're going to use the Emergency Management Center or Emergency Operations Center at the county as a giant call center.
Great.
And we're going to move everyone down there and manage all of the phone calls and all, take whatever incidents, events, whatever's going on around the county, we'll be able to manage it from one center. As I mentioned earlier, we are changing poll worker training, and I think the expansion of early voting is really going to help. And that is a long-term plan to lead up to the presidential, to change the voters, move the voters from voting on election day to voting early.
Yeah, everybody wants to, I think, not wait. They want to get in when they vote. They've got their lives to take care of that day, work to go to, whatever it may be. So they want to get in, vote, do their duty, and move on. And so hopefully the changes you guys have made, which seem to be very good and substantial, will make a significant difference. And you see right there, for voter registration information, you can go to FultonElections.com, and the phone number is also up at 404-612-7020. Voters can also register by mail, of course. The deadline, everybody should look there. The deadline, April 21st, 2014. How important is it to go ahead and do this now?
To register to vote,
yeah,
it's very important if you've moved to Fulton County, moved within Fulton County, changed your name, or if you've turned 18 and this is the first time you're going to vote. Those are really important reasons to update your information or register.
And you talked earlier about how you've gone from like 7 to 19 early voting locations, and that is going to make things very easy for a lot of people. You see the numbers there. So you'll have 7 locations between April 28th and May 3rd. Then on May 5th, look at that. From May 5th to May 16th, you go up to 19 locations. All of those locations, are they listed right there at FultonElections.com?
Yes.
So people can go and see where they fit and where they are supposed to go for early voting, right?
Well, and wait a minute, Rick, is it not the fact that any voter can go to any one of those locations?
Yeah, during early voting you can vote anywhere. On election day you have to vote in your precinct.
That's a very good point that you brought up there, that you can go to any. And what are the hours too? You can go to any location. What are the hours for early voting?
The first 2 weeks will be 8 to 6 Monday through Saturday. The 3rd week will be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay, and then also, of course, you can come out on election day, right?
Yes,
absolutely.
And that'll be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, very good. And do you want to tell people the exact day for election day?
Election day is May 20th.
Okay, May 20th. Is that, what day of the week is that this year?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Tuesday, of course, right? Election day is always on a Tuesday. Okay, well, that's great information. What else do you want to tell people? Come out, trust the system, I assume?
Come out, vote. We also, we can get, part of the thing on election day as well is the quality of people that volunteer to work in the polls. That helps, that determines somewhat how well our polling sites run. So we are always looking for quality poll workers that that are computer literate and that can provide good customer service. And they can also go to our website and fill out a poll worker application. Maybe take a vacation day and then get paid up to $275 to work the polls. And we can also high school students, or 16 years old and up, can work at the polls. And we love to get high school students involved. They're very good poll workers.
Rick, Mayor Carroll, thank you so much for being on the show. I think we feel much better about the way things are going to go this time around in Fulton County. Best of luck as we lead up to Election Day. Thank you, and stay with us. We'll be back right after this to wrap up this edition of Public Affairs on Peach. Good job.